Hello gamers and welcome back. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, and I've got something really special in this deck testing video where we're going to be playing some of that sweet super secret Reno Mage. So I took the my idea of our super secret mage deck, which is okay, but it has problems with the fact that it depends on the secrets too much, and it synergize all the cards that synergize well with the secrets. So I was thinking, well, how about we play more of a variety of secrets? We'll still play the same secret synergy cards, but we'll actually have other cards and a lot of one-ofs, so we're not so dependent on those, you know, the secret synergies and the secrets, when we can include much more of it but also have other stuff. So we're just gonna test out the deck. Keep in mind that we're rank 5 and we're not going to be losing any stars, which is nice now that we can actually deck test at relatively good ranks and not have to worry about, you know, if we meme off too hard, we're not going from rank 5 all the way back to 10, which has it's been the case a lot of the times when we decide we want to joke around with a lot of our fun decks. So I went off and hit 5 really early in the morning. Normally the road to legends will include us ranking up to 5, but this month, as you know, I'm in New York, so it's kind of hard for me to record as much as I would like. So with that, I kind of hit it early in the morning, which I was unable to record, but we'll still have fun and I'll still try my best to record the road to legend down to legend if we decide we want to go for it this month. I mean, currently it's what, the 8th of the month, and we're already pretty deep, so I like it a lot. I think we'll actually be able to hit legend without too much trouble this season. It all depends how much I want to grind, though. It all depends, guys. So, relatively slow starting hand, to be honest. The mage into the secret, I suppose it's good. I mean, obviously playing this is bad because he can just do shit like this where it just copies a 1 mana. But it was a free secret, right? But unfortunately, this counted as a 1-drop, and it was actually worth 3 mana. So we actually, like, lost 2 mana out of the deal. He's playing Voidwalker, so we're still not sure if he's playing, like, the meme. the meme, zoo. Like, not meme. What am I thinking? The Reno Zoo. I mean, he's tapped a lot, so I highly doubt it. He has 10 cards in his hand. Our field is kind of resilient. Oh my gosh, 410 feels bad, man. All right, Effigy's nice, but unfortunately, it's just gonna kill this off. Both these are 4-drops, so we could go with the Effigy, just, you know, Valet for 3-face. We could go with the Conjure or the Drake. I kind of like the Conjure, to be honest. This play is only weak to Hellfire. Polymorph Boar is not too bad, and Ice Block is obviously a good secret. I think I'm going to go with the Polymorph Boar, though, because we really don't have any CC in our hand. I'm just going to go face. He's tapped a lot this game, and he's already at half health, so if he can't really deal with the board and he doesn't have Hellfire, which hopefully he doesn't, we're either going to get an easy early Reno, or we actually just might win, depending on what we draw. And the Polymorph Boar is because if he plays like Giant or like a Drake, or he plays Faceless Shambler or something, I need a way to deal with that. If we take like Ice Block, it's too defensive. It is way too defensive. He also could Shadow Flame, but it doesn't kill the Water Elemental, which is nice. Cool. So we go with Effigy, Valet. Uses 5 mana. We go with Drake. Kind of like the Effigy and then the Valet, because he's going to want to kill this Water Elemental. I see like a Demon Wrath, and then we're going to get another 4-drop, and it's going to be turn 7. And then we can play like Conjure. I think the Drake is probably just the best play. We can use this Valet to deal 3 damage to something that we actually want to do 3 damage to instead of going face. Going face is kind of not the most value. Let's have Archmage, so whenever we draw like the Burgly Bully, we'll actually be able to generate some coins or play Archmage, coin, and do other shit. This is where the Polymorph Boar is going to come into play. So we can actually go Polymorph Boar. Oh no, we need 8 mana for that. I was going to go Polymorph Boar, Effigy, and then Valet this. Didn't work out. Doesn't work out. So I guess first things first, we go with the book, right? Cone of Cold. I mean, if we can Cone of Cold that, which doesn't seem that bad. So how much damage is this? We have 6. We have more one-off lethal. And he can't tap in Reno, so you have to just Reno without drawing a card. Not that that means too much, but... And then we can also go effigy, attack, and ping, and then save the valet. Not that that matters too much, but... Might as well take advantage of the freeze while we can and keep our board. Because he's already shown he can't deal with the water elemental, right? So... And if he weakens... Oh, Demon Wrath. Oh, jeez. Now this guy's getting kind of weak, so it's like... Is it even worth polymorph boring him? I mean, we have to, but it doesn't really feel that pleasant. So this is where we go with like the counter spell, effigy, valet. Oh, no, polymorph boar, right? Yeah. So it's counter spell, boar, valet. We could have went like valet face. Put him at 10. Nah, we take too much damage. We take too much damage. We're fine. We don't need to push that hard. And then we go effigy, conjure, ping face. Cool. Just save this for 10. Or if we get cheaper spells. I'm gonna draw Reno pretty soon. Good news is he doesn't know we're playing Reno, but not that that makes a difference in this particular deck. Are you fucking kidding me? That pisses me off so much. Totally forgot that he had coin. So if we would have played effigy, but then it would have, the 2/3 would have just died, right? So I guess it doesn't make sense if we would have played the effigy then. We needed to, I wanted to play the counterspell on the effigy, so if like, let's say he tried to kill this with like a Siphon Soul, it countered that. And then he would trade into it, and then we would go ahead and the effigy would proc. So we'd be able to pull off quite a bit. But unfortunately, it didn't work out the best. So give me a good 4-drop. 4/4. That's fine. So now we go Archmage Ice Block, and we hope he doesn't have Siphon Soul or Blast Crystal. Oh, we just used Blast Crystal on that, which means he probably has Siphon Soul in hand. Or he doesn't have it in hand, and we can win next turn. Because he didn't want to take the 4 damage, thinking maybe we had Fireball in our hand, so he's playing around Fireball Ping. So he actually could have used the only resource he had to kill Archmage on the 4/4, thinking we had a Fireball, but we didn't. We only had a Fireball generator, so tap tells me he's probably playing Reno. This is fantastic. So now we just Fireball. We can just go in. We just go in. So now we just, yeah, we're just gonna make another Fireball. Fireball that. And now we have 2 Fireballs. And the reason I wanted to play the secret is, first of all, he's gonna juke himself out, but also, if let's say we use double Fireball and keep the Ice Block, we only have 1 Fireball in our hands. So now at least we have 2 Fireballs, so if Archmage dies, we have 2 instead of the 1 and an Ice Block. Could have done more damage the other way, but I don't really care about damage too much. Uh-oh. Hopefully this goes face. It going face or it hitting our 5/7 is like one of the biggest deals that can happen. Hell yeah. So we can go Fireball, Fireball, or we could go Cult Sorcerer, Fireball, Ping. What's the difference?
Let's make magic.
I guess this is just better, right? And now the question is, do we trade here so it protects this, but it damages this, or do we allow him to trade into that? I think we take the trade. I value this 3/2 because it works out well with the Fireballs, because this is 14, 15, 20, 23, and he's at 24. So he's gonna Kazamakiss into a 5 mana spell. He's gonna look for the deal 4 damage and then like polymorph, or he's gonna look for the deal 5 damage, and it wouldn't have made a difference whether or not we like. Guess we could have done more face. He played that. He went extremely quick, so I'm assuming he got what he needed. Mortal Coil? For what reason? Why would you Mortal Coil this? To play around another counterspell? Ah, that's right. That makes sense. So I guess this is where we just throw Fireball's face. We need to stop him from tapping. So we still have our normal Fireball on our deck. We still have our Kazakis. We still have a lot of good stuff. We still have our Firelance Portal. Firelance Portal would be a really good draw right now. Forbidden Flame. We also could have Reno'd Forbidden Flamed. No, that's only 4. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Maybe we should replace Forbidden Flame with Flame Strike. We don't have a Flame Strike in the deck. It's probably pretty bad. I don't know. 8 to 12. Do we ping face? Or do we start killing this 3-2? We probably just ping face. Do we play the Sorcerer's Apprentice? It's just gonna die to this. Probably not. We could Reno, but we also don't need a Reno yet. We have Ice Block. The reason I'm pinging face because we still have a Fireball in the deck, and we still have a Firelance Portal, and he has no more heal, so we can just kill him.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Arcane Blast. You're hurting me bad. How much? All right, so how much damage does he have here? He has 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So he's 1 off popping block. And we can't Arcane Blast this to take down any damage. We could play the Sorcerer's Apprentice to try to bait him from not popping the block because she doesn't matter too much.
I'll be just like you.
Okay. We're gonna go with this plan. Cabal Lackey seems to be pretty bad in this deck as well. I wouldn't mind changing him out for maybe another higher drop. Because just like with the secrets, there's 5 or 6 of them in the deck. The chance of drawing Cabal Lackey and a secret prior to a turn where you're gonna need them, like in the late game, the 3 mana for the secrets is nothing. So it's like he's only good early on, and then in the late game, he's like basically like drawing patches. So he's gonna Leroy, he's gonna Jiraxis. That's unfortunate. So how do we win this? How do we win this is the question. If we had Flame Strike, we might be able to win, but then we would have played Flame Strike a lot earlier, so it's kind of hard to say after the fact, right? Kazakis is good, so we know we're Renoing. And then we Kazakis for a 10 mana for sure. What do we got going on here? Deal 6 damage to all. That seems to be good. And then deal 8 damage, or summon an 8/8 demon. So if we deal 8 damage, and we draw into Fireball, we win with 9 cards. We draw into Firelance Portal with ping. That's 6 and then 8. That's lethal too. If we summon an 8/8 demon, it can die. So I think I'm going to go with the Heart of Fire on this one. And then, so we don't take large quantities of damage. So this is 2. This could... do we kill about... Now we just take this trade here. And there's no reason to really do anything else. I don't think he's going to have lethal. I mean, he could still Leroy combo me. So I guess that is lethal. But if he doesn't Leroy combo me and he doesn't play a creature with more than 6 HP... And you already played Defender, so it's not like he can Defender in between them. Dirty Rat does nothing and merely just dies to this Kazakis potion. So I think we're in the clear. And by in the clear, I mean we're holding it really close. Oh my god, he took additional damage. Oh, he's going to Siphon Soul back up. Man, we should have took the 8/8 because he just used Siphon Soul to kill the Reno, which was very silly. But it's fine. I think we have I think we have high chances of pulling. There we go. So we just win. I'm like, the chances of drawing either Fireland Portal or Fireball in the last, you know, it's almost, we're getting up there, you know, down to the nitty gritty. Holy shit. Does he have more healing is the question. This was such a crazy game, guys. What a good win. What a cool win. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a crazy game. I'm going to take a look at the deck one more time, guys. Wrong list. There's going to be a lot of people saying I should include all this different stuff. But you just got to keep in mind that, you know, there's limited deck slots. And you can't put everything we want. So, like, you know, another Flame Strike always seems nice. Like an Alex Straza seems to be okay. But I want this deck to perform not like a tempo mage, but I want it to be fast. I want it to be a, you know, a quicker Reno deck. So... This Reno Mage, yeah. I want it to be, you know, a quick Reno deck, but I also want it to have the properties of being able to control a control deck like we just saw. Like we were playing, you know, a Reno lock, which has, you know, very, they're able to outvalue a lot of decks because the life tap. You know, they probably most likely run Brand. You got Draxus in there. So we need to be able to beat those guys. But we also have to keep up with these, you know, fast-paced, you know, fucking Pirate Warriors and Shamans. Which is the hard part, right? Is to get everything where you want it. So I don't mind this hand. You know, it's not very spell heavy, but we curve out pretty nice. We coin on 3, play it on 4, and then have a 2-drop, and then we have like a polymorph in case of like emergencies. But against priests, you know, there really is no emergencies. So there's no point to coin out the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Not at all. Not in this matchup. So we just have to, I guess, keep testing until we figure out the best, what to do with that Cabal Lackey. So if we coin into Intellect... What does that do for us? Obviously, the Sorcerer's Apprentice is just bad. Coining Ice Barrier does nothing. Pinging this gives them a good Northshire Cleric turn, so we're not pinging the 2/4. If we coin into the Intellect, the problem is that we don't have coin into the Kazakis. Not that we're gonna be like, normally you can play Kazakis on 4 and then just have a good 5 mana. So like coining on this, but if we coin out the Water Elemental and he Shadow Word Pains it, I mean, that's just terrible. But it's not like we have really good early game to like beat a 2/4. That's just one of those, like, you know, cards that we just wish we didn't see.
Brilliant.
That is pretty brilliant. Now you're gonna give it more health, right? There you go. Dragon Priest in a nutshell. You're fucking so good, fam. You are absolutely amazing at Hearthstone. Heroes of Warcraft. Alright, so if we coin Water Elemental, and he attacks it. This gets frozen, it goes down to 4, and we still have no way to get rid of it.
Interesting.
We coin Polymorph it, but that just seems really bad considering it's just 2/7. He's going to be playing, you know, Dragonoid Operatives we're going to need to get rid of. Just a lot of shit. Just a lot of shit. Okay. This guy's hand. You got me fucked up, fam. So I suppose we have to polymorph down this 3/7, right? I don't see a way we're gonna be able to kill that. Then we're gonna play Kazakis. We're gonna look for the 5 mana, deal 4 damage to everything. This is gonna live. And then we just basically have to go from there. Jesus Christ, the Dragon Priest curve is real. So we're gonna look for the deal 4 to everything and the deal damage to a single creature. I don't think there's a way around that one. Well, these are shitty. This is horrible. These are the worst ones. I would have rather summoned a dude, dealt damage to the board, polymorph something, like drawing cards, our hand is filled. 2 demons to our hand, like I said, our hand is filled, and give health to minions. We have no minions. We have no minions. His turn 6. We either could try to live. I mean, how much damage is he pushing? He has 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. So if he goes face and we can't kill the board, he's just gonna kill us. So we have to go with this. Feels bad. So I guess we could have gone with the draw cards. So we could have coined, draw 2 cards. Would have been better than give minions +4 health. We also could go with like Cold Sorcerer though, or something, right? Make it worthwhile. The sad part is we're killing a 2/3 and a 3/1. That's horrible. I ain't doing shit.
Once upon a time.
I'm killing a 1/3 now. All right. We're forced to do this. So now the question is, how do we, how you'll say, man, do we go Cult Sorcerer or do we go with the... Well, if we play the Sorcerer's Apprentice, this costs 4, this costs 6. And we have coin and we don't have a 1-drop, so it doesn't really matter. We do have the Frostbolt in our hand, so I guess the Sorcerer's Apprentice is better because we want to save the Cult Sorcerer for the, Well, actually, let's do this. And then we can coin and Frostbolt the Operative. Or do we want to Frostbolt? Yeah, we probably should Frostbolt the Agent. I guess there was no point to play her and then the 4 attack. Because she's still at the same stats as she would be regardless. That's funny. That's funny. So we should have played this guy. No, because then the Frostbolt costs 2. So yeah, that was the play. I don't want to drink any more Red Bull. I want to go to bed tonight.
I wield the power.
Wasn't this convenient? Fucking priests, man. It's like one of the pretty unfun decks to play against, in my opinion. It's not very fun. Not very fun at all. That kind of just tells you what to do. Everybody's doing pretty good this season now. Everybody's doing pretty well in regards to their rank and stuff. Yeah. Smork, 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 smork. Smork, 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 smork. Smorkity smork, 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 smork. We're gonna hold back the attacks. There's no point. I feel like he's gonna Dragonfire Potion or some shit. He'll probably attack in with his Corruptor and then Dragonfire Potion. Oh, we should have played Entity. Oh, shit. I thought he was definitely gonna go for a spell. Imagine if we would have Entitied. That we actually could have maybe not won, but depending on the potions or depending on what it gave us, it could have been pretty pretty good. So definitely Volcanic Potion. It's kind of too late. We can't kill the Operative. I mean, he's got 9 damage, but we can counter whatever. So we just, I guess, need to play an Entity. And this is going face. So you can assume one of these is counterspell. So he's going to play like one of his cheaper things, like Shadow Word Pain, right? Because that really doesn't matter. There you go. And now he's going to play like his Ysera Awakens or something like that. Oh, he's memeing hard. Inner fire. You still lose, taking 17. Rip! What the hell? You just smith lethal. Oh, fucking. You either did that because you're trolling or you did that because you're brain dead.
A mistake.
Yeah, you're just brain dead. Not a surprise coming from, you know, that player. We can keep Reno alive. So if we shadow this, hit there, or we could just valet there, ping that, and then keep the, yeah. That looks pretty good. We live an additional turn, so we actually could like tome into a polymorph. I mean, that's a way we could conjure into a polymorph as well. All right, it's looking slim. We've already used our Kazakimus. I know it's called Kazakis, guys, but I want to call it Kamikis. Oh no.
Checkmate. Well done.
Checkmate. Well done. Yeah, I'm gonna add in a flame strike instead of the Cabal Lackey. I feel like that card is just not where it's supposed to be. Like I don't like where that card is. Not that we drew it and we lost because of it, but I feel as if we're severely lacking in the removal department. Like if we're not gonna have the strongest early game, which we really don't, we have to have something to make up for that, right? And that's here. That's in the bulk. So let's try this. Then the only card I would want to add besides that was what was I thinking? There was one additional card that I was thinking about that I wasn't sure. I'm not sure. It was an early game card. Wasn't Blood Mage. It was a decently statted Mistress of Mixtures. Decently statted, yeah. Mistress of Mixtures is always nice, but it's bad against everything that's not control. No, not aggro. Got that reversed. Okay, not the best hand to be honest. Looks a little better. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're a priest. Oh no, he's gonna coin Wild Growth, which means he probably has Jade Blossom.
Let's make magic.
The good news about this deck is no one knows what the fuck we're playing, so they're not gonna be able to play around anything. We're talking anything. So do we go ahead and entity so we can hero power, or do we want to stay? I like this. I like this a lot. Because it forces him, if he plays a creature, we take it. If he hero powers, he's not developing a 3-drop. Looks like we should have gone with the counter spell. But if we would have gone with the counter spell, then we can't play the Arcanist. Normally I like playing the counterspell with the Arcanist, or like an effigy with the Arcanist, because we want to keep the tempo rolling when this guy comes out. But now it's just, I feel like it's just gonna get swiped or wrathed. But maybe he plays a creature and he doesn't have what he needs. Nah, he's got the swipe. Is he hero powering to take it down too? That feels bad, man. So if we had the counterspell there and he tried to swipe, he would have just got fucked up. But then it would have hit the Jade Blossoms, and then we wouldn't have had this, and we would have had to draw instead. Like, there's a lot of things that that are different that had to have happened. He's gonna be scared to play a creature though, because we always know they have pretty big creatures. So that's the good thing about mirror entity and druids, is that we normally take a sizable creature. So we go ahead and fireball this 6. We hit with the 3. We don't have a 2-drop to follow up, but we can ping. So we probably take this down. If we take this down, it makes it pretty awkward for him, to be honest, because now we've, like, if he can wrath this, but he can't really deal with this. If he swipes that, hero power still doesn't kill this. If we leave the 2/2 alive, he can attack, swing, hero power, and deal with the 4/4. But now this is just kind of like Akko Taco for him. Effigy. So this is a 6-drop. That could be good. So we could Effigy. Oh, we could draw into the Effigy, but then we don't develop. But our development comes from being able to Effigy. So that's really not the worst thing in the world. We also even go with the counter spell. And he already coined. So that would stop him from dealing with that. But we also want to draw at the same time. Because if we play 2 secrets, he's gonna think something's up. But he also could not develop, which really fucks with him. I think we should draw, though. I think 1 secret is enough. We start going too ham with the secrets. We start losing track of everything. I like killing this off because it baits him. We could even go as far as killing off our bully. So we guarantee that we're going to get a 6-drop instead of a 5-drop, which could be like Sylvanas or something. So I suppose that's okay. I mean, this basically telegraphed Effigy, but... Ooh, imagine if we would have fucking counterspelled that. It's always easy to say after the fact. He could have just Living Roots this, right? Because of easily, oh my god, the double nourish. I guess this is bad though, because if we get a shitty 6-drop, he can trade in with the 4/4. And then we also have no play besides just secrets next turn. Yeah, see, now we got a shitty fucking 6-drop. Oh, he just went face. Get fucking so punished. No, we got punished. I guess not too bad. I mean, it's pretty bad because they died a swipe Wrath, and he has 9 fucking cards in his hand. Or he's just gonna go balls deep with Behemoths. Yeah, so if we can draw a Flame Strike, we can do alright. Fortunately, no Flame Strike or Roni.
We have many secrets.
This can go here. I guess we take out the 6, 5. No, we should just go face, right? But what if he heals, you know? What if he heals, man?
Death to the pretender.
Fuck it. When he's this low and we have a counter spell down, if he tries to Feral Rage, he gets punished. We have 2 secrets down, so I mean, he's gonna assume one of them's a counter spell. Now he's gonna play the Feral Rage. So maybe we should have just did 1 fucking secret, so we didn't think it was counter spell. Ugh. But he would have probably done that anyway, because there was no reason not to play around counter spell, you know? Good, he's gonna make the trades regardless. He's gonna go into a 7 mana, so Aya. Ancient of War. Okay. So we just ping the 6. Play the block. We don't play the water elemental. We have to find a polymorph for this Ancient of War. I don't think we outvalue Jades. I don't think this deck is ever going to outvalue the Jade Golems, to be honest. So, losing is not... I don't expect to win this matchup. The Jade Golems, man. You just can't play... You just can't win late game versus them, man. There's no winning. It's just if they live long enough, they beat you. The being able to summon these dudes indefinitely, forever, with no drawback, you just can't outvalue that. All right, so I guess we'll start with the Conjure and see what's a poppin'. The Greater Arcane Missiles could be clutch. We also could go as far as Frostbolting the Drake. Well, how much damage is he pushing here? He has basically lethal, so we have to Frostbolt the Drake. Right now he's 17 and we're at 20, and we don't want him to pop the block before we Reno. So, I mean, if he has Swipe, he's still popping the block, right? But at least we can hopefully, maybe he doesn't have the Swipe. It looks like he does. The Feral Rage for the 5. Oh, no, he's going for the armor. Okay. There's the polymorph. So I guess we Ronaldo. No, we need to ping. So, but the problem is, if we play Arcane Missiles and it goes like 2 hits here, 1 hit there, and we polymorph, it defeats the purpose. If we play Ronaldo, and I guess we Ronaldo, but then he's just going to trade into this, and then hero power, and then polymorphing this doesn't make sense. We'd polymorph this, right? Either way, we play Ronaldo, and this gets pinged. We need like Kazakis to make everything into sheeps, and then we need to summon like an 8/8, or we need to resurrect 3 creatures. He should have made an 8/8 there. I don't think you ever don't make an 8/8 there, because I have no way to deal with it. Why would you mulch this when it could give me like a death wing and you instantaneously lose? I mean, of course it doesn't, but you know, like there's no reason to make it so you like your opponent actually has outs, right? You want to make it so your opponent has as least outs as possible when you're in like this winning situation. So if we go polymorph, we would go tomb spider in the same turn and we would ping the sheep. If we go archmage, it just dies. If we go missiles, it hits 3. Even if it hits the same thing twice, it can't kill this. It would kill this, which is basically the same thing as polymorph, but not as reliable. So I think we go with the tomb spider and we look for like king crush. I guess scarab. We polymorph the most damage on the board. He has 15 and we're at 18 and then 16. So we hero power this and we jeweled scarab. Well, we know next turn's arcane missiles and a ping. And we're not playing this anytime soon anyway. Regardless, well, we would play it next turn with this instead of the ping. But then it has a chance to hit the 1/3. Could give us another ice block though. We have time. This is hard. Ugh. Oh my god, he plays double war and Druid of the Claw. Have fucking mercy. Alright, so if we can arcane missiles and hit at least the claw, that'll be a okay? Because then he still doesn't have lethal. Flame Strike hits it for 4. These go to 6. Then we can go Jeweled Scarab and actually fit in, I guess, a counterspell. Because then we go Archmage counterspell. If he doesn't pop block here. Probably does. Ooh, he doesn't have it. Alright. So now we have to go with the... Ugh. So we would go with Antonidas, Counterspell. Or we go with Arcane Missiles. It hits... We'll ping this, kills one of these, a 5 lives, and then we die the next turn anyway. So this is the plan. Ugh. I don't know what he does here. If we want it to stop a spell that does damage. Unfortunately, that doesn't stop damage. So what is this card? We don't know what this card is on the very left. This going down to 1 is good because now we can ping in Arcane Missiles or ping in Fireball. This deck is holding on, man. We're holding on. I don't think we're going to win, but, you know, the fact that it's still holding on, that's a... Yeah, I don't think there's a way out of this one. So we'd have to... I don't think there's a way. Because even if we ping this and Arcane Missiles this and it kills this, it's only bringing this to 2. If we Fireball this, ping that, we have 4 left, we Elemental, and we die to Emperor. So I think this is one of those games where we really needed like Kazakis or something like that to be able to get some early game tempo or to turn everything into, you know, cheap. But the fact that he runs double war really didn't help either. I mean, we dealt with the 1 war, right? If he only had the 1 war down, then we definitely would have done like the missiles or something like that. But unfortunately, the double war fucked us. And the fact that he's playing, you know, Druid. It just sucks that there's a deck out there that exists that it doesn't matter if your opponent is playing a late mid-range deck or a control deck, they instantaneously will get outvalued turn 6 on. Period. End of story. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The Jade Druid cards, it's you get to summon a card every fucking turn, and I don't give a fuck about anything else. So we keep Forgotten Torch and Polymorph because of 4-drop 7/7. And then we, of course, keep the Forgotten Torch just because it's a decent early game. Normally not something I would want to keep, but because I have no faith that I'll draw something reasonable, I'll keep it. But yeah, I give the Jade Golems were silenceable? Or if, I don't know. There's a lot of things that you could do to make it so they're not crazy, or just make Jade Idol not a card. Like, or if it doesn't shuffle 3 into your deck. It shuffles itself back in your deck, meaning you can never fatigue, but if you use it, you're out, right? You just don't get to have 3 cards in your deck, then never fatigue and play the cards. That's craziness.
I wonder.
That is craziness. So on turn 2, we can Kryn, Tor, Effigy, and then get another 3-drop. Or we could coin Forgotten Torch. It probably all depends. If he's a slower shaman, we go with the Effigy, play these 2. If he's faster paced, we save for the Forgotten Torch. Where are the Pirate Warriors at, man? We're the people deck testing. We've gone against basically only people trying their fucking hardest. You just need to meme at rank 5, guys. You don't need to try your fucking guts out. I guess if you're trying to rank up, then I guess so. Then you farm people like me. I'm thinking long and hard about if you should or should not bring out a pirate to play, or play a pirate to play patches, or should you wait and try to get value and not play the patches of Houlihan. We have nothing to play. I actually might go with the Mere Entity instead of the Effigy, but getting a 3-drop seems good. Might not be too greedy with it. The problem is with this, we know Shamans play a bunch of 1-drops and shit. He also could have just DC'd, which would really be not the best to be in our... the last tidbit to be in our deck testing. It makes more sense to go with the Mage into the Effigy because we have our Babbling Book. And if this doesn't die and we play the Babbling Book and Effigy's out and we get a 1-drop, it feels terrible. I've learned the hard way. Learn the hard way. Well, that's unfortunate for this guy. I guess it really doesn't matter, right? He's rank 5, you can't go any lower. So even if you don't fucking play any of the games, it's not like this DC matters because he's not gaining or losing anything. Maybe he's just being nice. He's just letting everybody get ahead of him. But it doesn't help my deck testing. You're not helping me! You're hurting me! You're wasting valuable viewer time right now by refusing to play your Deke. My way. I guess we'll just win. Not next turn, but the following turn, right? Well, it depends. How much damage do we have? We have what? 5, 7... 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there's no way, Jose. Well, this is 12, and this would be... Even if we Arcane Blast our own dude and bump this up to 4, it still doesn't mean it's lethal. So, unless this could go face, but, you know, it can't. Hoya, hoya. Okay, well played. Dunkin' Egg. Alright guys, well that's gonna wrap up this deck testing. Like I said, I wish that wasn't the last game we played, but unfortunately that's all I have time for at the moment. We'll get back to this deck in a little bit. As always, guys, I'll catch you in the next episode, of course. I'm Robert Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.